Hey kids, welcome to Wednesdays on That Little Bit Extra. I'm Xan, your host for today. If we haven't met before, then hello, welcome to the channel. If we have, welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. Okay, so this fortnight's theme is embarrassing and awkward stories, as selected by Nat, the lovely Nat. Dee yesterday was excellent, telling a very sad, embarrassing, awkward story, which I have a million of, but really I'm so not keen to repeat any of that, because much like almost any kid, especially kids on the internet, I was bullied in that kind of age. We don't have middle school in Australia, we just have like kind of that awkward age between like the end of primary school and the beginning of high school. And yeah, like that, it was a horrible time for me. But anyway, so instead of telling a tale of my own sort of being bullied and whatnot, I'll tell you a time when that kind of thing sort of backfired on me. I wasn't never like a bully, but yeah, I'll tell you the story. Okay, so the story involves three characters. I'm gonna call them Lisa, Anne, and Mary. Sorry, Mary, that was just the first name that popped into my head. Okay, so I had this friend, Lisa, in primary school, and we were friends for a really long time. We knew each other. She was kind of like one of my closer friends when I first... Actually, no, I didn't really know her at all for quite some time, and then I kind of got to know her as we grew up a bit. But when we were, you know, sort of 10 or whatever, we used to hang out all the time. And yeah, so we went to the same school, and then she changed schools, and we started doing stuff together outside of that. But when we were probably like 11, she had like these, like, a bunch of people over at her house. And what you're going to know about Lisa is that her mum, Anne, was like crazy. Like a, you know, nice enough person, but just like really intense and pedantic and full on, and perpetually scared that her daughter was a bitch, when really, like, Lisa and I were both bullied really badly, like, you know, to the point where neither of us wanted to go to school. She changed schools because of it. I hung around, I don't know why. But yeah, so like, we were both, like, genuinely the victim. I mean, we were weird as well. Like, you know, Lisa, just the way she dressed, and I was really kind of awkward, and anyway. So, yeah, so she had this, like, party, and her mum was, like full on, like, weird. And anyway, like, we were the kind of friends, like most girls are with their best friends when they're at sort of 10 or 11. You know, we'd spend a day together, and then by the end of the day, we absolutely hated each other. Like, we just did not want to see each other anymore, and we'd, like, you know, just raw. So, like, she had this big, like, kind of group of people over, and then everyone else except me and, like, I don't know, like a relative of hers or someone, like a cousin or something, or just like a family friend, stayed behind. And we were sleeping over, and she had gone to bed, and like she had like something early in the morning, and so we like stayed up, and we were talking, and we were in this other room with the door shut and stuff, and we're in there kind of talking, going, you know, like, you know, how great, like, you know, just having a bit of a whinge about Lisa, basically, which, you know, isn't a nice thing to do, and I certainly don't think that it's sort of defensible to say that it was okay that we were doing that, but we were little girls. And anyway, and then we like kind of were like, yeah, you know, like mother, like daughter, like, you know, her mum is crazy too, like, you know, she's like full on the way she had this book called Is My Daughter a Bitch? And it was just like, what the hell? And like, she was controlling and mental. And yeah, so like, we were having a whinge about both of them, and we just kind of made these comments. And then, who should burst in but Mary, her mum, Lisa's mum. Like, and she basically just said, like, I've been here the whole time listening to you, how dare you, like, that's horrible, like, that you would be saying that, and that's, you know, terrible that you would talk about her behind her back, and bitching is a horrible thing to do, and blah, and she just, like, laid into us, and, like, went off her nut, and of course, you know, rightly so, considering that we've been bitching about not only her daughter, but her as well. But I mean, and it was just the most mortifying thing, because she just stood there for a second and stared at us, and she just, like, told us to go to bed and walked out, and I think I was red for the next, like, week. It was insane. It was terrible. It was just the most mortifying experience that she'd been staying there. But I mean, also, what a crazy person. Like, she stood, like, did she hear us saying something and then come and stand and listen at the door, or was she just listening to our conversation regardless? Because it's not like we were, the entire time we were there, that's what we were talking about. Like, we, you know, got onto that topic. Like, oh, anyway. She was a crazy person, and then she caught us out bitching about her and her daughter. And the shit hit the fan. Sorry, do we swear on this channel? Are we allowed to swear on this channel? I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, that happened. That was horrible. I have plenty of other terrible, awkward, embarrassing stories, but they're just kind of more unpleasant than embarrassing or awkward, really. They're not funny in any way. I think that one's quite funny, that I kind of got what I deserved, that, you know, I was the one who was constantly being, you know, bitched about, and, you know, people were mean to me, and then I, you know, tried to kind of do it myself and it blew up in my face. Anyway, yeah, so that's all from me for today. Stick around for Friday's video with George. Good times. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Okie dokie, look forward to seeing the next videos, and yeah, hope you guys stick around and come back. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Till then, I'm Xan, bringing you that little bit extra. Bye.